We will be moving down through the columns primarily, but the cards are actually quite mutable and they can be transposed through any area of the reading as well. So we'll start with that first one, and it's got the Seven of Swords, then the third eye chakra, and then Master Buddha, increased awareness. And he also says deep connection and trust your inner voice. So it would have seemed to me when you got that first card, the Seven of Swords, there is possibly something or someone around you who isn't particularly trustworthy, or who is possibly doing things behind your back, or maligning either you in a certain way or maligning possible events or occurrences around you. So with the fact that you got the third eye directly under it, which is where we pick up our clairvoyant messages from, and I'd already given you previously through the intuitive words and messages, I'd given you the words dreams, messages, signs, symbols, guidance, cycles, moon cycles, and hormones. I think they're telling you very much to use your gut feeling and your inner instinct and your knowing when you are dealing with any situations that may seem a little bit dodgy or circumspect or not above board or hiding things or hidden agenda in the month of April for you. And also Master Buddha is saying the same thing. So apply some real inner guidance energy to any decisions you're making, and this could be around signing of documents, because often the sword cards relate to that. So it could be some of you might be thinking of purchasing something new, such as a house, or you might be signing up an alliance with someone, forming some sort of strategy or team or business, and they might be suggesting that you sign documentation. I think it's very important to really, do you feel right about it? Does it feel as though everything is being equally or fairly weighted or balanced? Does it feel as though the person is being open and honest? So all of these things are going to come into play, and when you go within, you often find the true answer. So connecting with your psychic abilities and your inner awareness, as well as all of these wonderful celestial helpers who are down here. For some of you, it could even be relationship stuff that is boiling to the surface with this column down the left. So if you feel as though you are having people, malign or undermine areas of your life or your belief systems or your personal integrity values, which is what this card can often symbolize, then it would be again pertinent to either address these people or situations, or speak up and stand your ground, or say why you feel the way you do about a certain something, or conversely, choose to walk away and leave them behind. There's definitely someone around you or something that's not being your best friend in life at the moment. So we come to the next column, we see the Queen of Swords, we see the throat chakra, and we see Lady Nada and its heart awakening. And it says here, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. And we have the love begins over here as well. So we've got a lot of kind of stuff happening possibly within your heart area and possibly within relationships that could be new or turning over a new cycle. It feels as though you're going to let go of something in your life, and possibly people and possibly relationships in April for some reason. And it's maybe that new people are coming in which enable you to move away from past stuff that no longer serves you or suits you. So coming back to the Queen of Swords, she can often represent a female air sign energy. For some of you, this could be a new potential partner coming in, but for a lot of you, I feel it's more like someone you already know, or a family situation, or friends. Now, she can represent communication with this person, and it can be written, so you might get an unexpected email or letter turn up that you haven't had communication with this person for quite a while, or there could be some documentation coming as well. She could even represent, for some of you, a figure like a lawyer or an accountant. So perhaps some of you are meeting with your legal representatives and you're having to go over some documentation and you're thinking, blimey, things need signing, pages need reading, and bits and pieces. This could be to do with something like I said earlier, like you might be purchasing a house or purchasing something. She could be part of this as well, part of the overall picture. The throat chakra, so just below the third eye chakra, that is all about communication in particular, and it feels as though there could be some form of communication opening between perhaps these type of energies, which is the air sign energy, could be female or male, and yourselves. So it's also about heart awakening, so it's about acceptance and divine love and giving and receiving. So there may be some healing coming in, or there may be she's giving you something, you may be receiving something from her as well, and it could be after communication. The other thing about the throat chakra and the third eye is it comes to mind about your head. And so in the month of April, there could be things going on in and around your head. So some of you might receive extra clairvoyant messages or symbols or signs. Some of you might want to talk about it. Some of you might be doing speeches or public speaking or some sort of enablement around, who knows, maybe the crop circles in the UFO type area. Some of you need to have your throat looked at as well, and this could be teeth or throat issues like a flu or a cold or a virus. Some of you it's thyroid. For sometimes it's in the back of the neck, needing to relieve tension that could cause headaches. So that could be blockages in your neck area of your spine, and you could have massages and go for like osteopath, where they crack your neck. Some of you might be needing to do that as well. So those are the things that come up in my mind's eye about your head. It's definitely about paying attention, receiving awareness, having activation, and being opened for a lot of you as well. So we'll move on to this one, the 10 of Swords. So we go from 10 to 1, which is the complete cycle in the numerology, if you like, of the tarot deck. And this would be like the Ace of Cups. So it's actually, traditionally, when you look at it, it's a very beautiful card to receive in a reading. It has the picture of a cup, a beautiful chalice, with a dove above it, putting in like a golden glowing or silver glowing orb, and then beneath it is this beautiful lotus flower that's often blooming. It is a beautiful card, and it often means that, or symbolises energy and love and protection from above, from celestial realms, from the creator, from source point, and it is about love and harmony and new beginnings, sometimes conception and fertility. So this card obviously means all of the same of those things as well. And we see the harvest, or the crescent moon, on Diana's head. So this could reference the moon cycles in the month, and I did talk about the moon cycles for you guys. So there could be something in April around that full moon period, which is generally where Easter falls, where you find this beautiful love kind of zone happening. It could be very cathartic, and it could be very spiritual, and it could even be religiously related. You might just find this wonderful presence of warm, enveloping love coming into your life. And it could be about a new cycle you're going through, or a new cycle you are about to begin. For some of you, this could be conception of a pregnancy. It could be conception of a brand new love. And this is a very deep spiritual love here. This is a love of soulmates, and it can be for business or for romance, or even just great friendships that evolve. So down here she says focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. So Diana is a very strong energy. She's very forceful, a little bit like the Aries energy. She's almost symbolises that kind of fire sign female energy, just like, I'm not giving in, I won't give up, I have this strength, I will get through. And this is also what the 10 of Wands up here represents as well. It represents a long journey of passion and knowledge and learning, and feeling as though you might have taken on more than you could cope, but gathering together all of your portions of your life, like all of the things I've just mentioned, harnessing them together and crossing some sort of finishing line. So it's as if some cycle you've been on, and creative and passionate, could be about your career as well, that you've been heartfelt with, has come to a completion, and you've learned a lot, and you're turning into this new evolution of whatever it is that particularly is in your mind or zone for now. Now remember, these are general readings, so for every one of you this will be a different thing that we're referring to. But there is great strength, because this is the card of strength and of finality and of finishing it and of achieving it. And she also has great strength, and she will not back down, and she will not bend. And she's saying remain strong and firm and focused, because you're getting what you want. And somehow this wonderful spiritual accolade of love and giving and openness and newness is coming in to balance out the cycle of finishing. So it's a lovely column, that we can sort of focus on, if you like, for the reading, because I think it's very deep, and I think it could mean a lot to a lot of you. But if we come over here and we see the Two of Cups reversed, and then we see the Six of Swords moving on, and we see Charity, and she is about prayer and contemplation. And she says, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So there's a lot of reminding you you're not alone. There's a lot of reminding you about asking for support and help, and understanding that cycles come to an end, and we all have periods of moving on, because that's what these two represent. So the Two of Cups reverse can often talk to us about the need for listening. Again, listening to like messages, your inner messages, signs and symbols, and guidance, the word guidance coming in. This often means that you need to seek guidance from others, and it can refer to saying, if you have platonic friendships and relationships, to be careful that you're not perhaps fueling energy the wrong way, or saying or doing things incorrectly. Now, the Six of Swords about moving on is very kind of, those two cards match in a way. It feels as though there is perhaps a relationship around you, or friendships, or something in your life that you're getting ready to complete a cycle with. And we've certainly seen that throughout the reading, with this whole potentiality of moving on and new beginnings. So the Six of Swords traditionally is also one of our travel card indicators, and it's usually a picture of a person on a boat with another person with them, and they're moving from sort of troubled waters and into calmer waters. So for some of you, this could be sort of literal travel, meaning you might be going on a trip somewhere, and it might involve by oversea or by boat. Now, for the other perspective of it, it can be that you are moving out of something that's been bothering you or causing disharmony for a while. And we've had this come through a little bit for your reading. So I think you are saying goodbye to some people in your life, relationship-wise. If not at the actual physical, obvious level, it might be that things just quieten off, or you're moving away from them. Some of you might be shifting or moving to another area, which could be a reason why these endings are coming, and this newness is also coming in. So with these two here, it does very succinctly tie in as if it's just time that perhaps the both of you agree there's a relationship that doesn't really give much support or service anymore, or you've grown apart and you've both agreed that you'll head in different directions. I'm not sure that we're talking here about your really close romantic partner, such as in a marriage, or or a partner who you might have had children with or something. It could be a little further out, more like either possible family extensions or closer friendships. And it just might be for various reasons. You might both be going in different directions career-wise, so you might not see these people as much. You might have moved apart, so shifted. They might be shifting as well, and that could leave you thinking, oh, well, okay, I'll look for, a new support person, or a new friend, or a new this. It could be that you're leaving your job, and you leave behind people. or it could just be time for the relationship to grow because you're both learning different things and growing in different ways, and that does happen. So again, it's just saying to you to put in some prayer and contemplation and to connect with heaven or source or creator energy, to ask for blessings, I guess, for the moving on of this energy, and to remember that when one door closes, another always opens, and to ask for what you would like to fill the gap in your life. So ask if you wish for new friendships or partners or whatever else, and put in what it is you desire in life, so that you say things like, I would love to have support and closeness and connection and enjoyment and happiness and love and laughter. And when you focus on the positives in life, that's what the universe will tend to send your way. So remember too, these things don't happen immediately. They can take quite some time for changeovers to take place, and they also take a degree of effort from our end to put in the requests and also to show our gratitude for receiving them, even though we're waiting to receive them in the future. Because with every request we make, we must also offer gratitude and thanks.